Good afternoon and welcome to Blindformers. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today, we're going to transform Beachcomber, the mini bot. Yeah, we finally got him. You saw my box opening video. You've seen my More Than Meets the Eye on his robot review and me talking about the robot mode. Now, let me go ahead and verbally explain the way to transform this guy. If you've watched my box opening, then you've seen me figure out how to transform this guy. That was fun. I love the doors. When I discovered the doors, I got really excited, especially whenever I discovered you can make him taller. That was fun too. So let's get into transforming him. I want to try and keep this video short today. So if you wouldn't mind, like this video, share it with people that you know and love, and please subscribe and comment below. Tell me, what was your favorite Beachcomber story and why is it Golden Lagoon? Oh, those fun little questions. All right, I'm going to set the little Parakeet off to the side, and we're going to set his little gun here off to the side. I do love the fact that you can have his gun in a sling position right behind his shoulder so it falls down to the back of his arm. Um, that's a really fun position for a gun to have, and I wish they did that with more Transformers. That's a really nice place to store the gun, and it's out of the way. I do wish that they had done more with that, in other Transformers. I think that would have been really cool to experience. So, to transform him, what you want to first do is, and this is the fun part, okay? There is no figuring out how to push this guy's head down. There is no folding it into the core of the body. There's no opening the core and sliding the head in. No, no, no. You grab the waist in one hand, you grab his core body in the other one, right between his arms, and then you pull up. There you go. That's done. Look at him. Now he's got, he's he's got G1 iron hide and ratchet disorder. I have no head. I have no head. And of course, he's got a hole in his stomach, so you could be like, Galvatron, where is your spark? Stuff like that you could do. It's fun. Okay, so after you've done that, his head disappears into his body, and then we just got his arms over here on the sides. The best way to figure out how the arms are to be positioned is you can find the texture of the corrugated steel, and that's going to be at the top. And then, of course, you have that siege port, which will be on the side. All right, and then you just line the arms down. That's honestly what you do. You don't even need to move the hands around in there. The hands can just stay whatever they're doing. It's okay. Now the next step is we've got to transform the feet. So first off, what we want to do is go down here to the feet, and then you want to fold the heels stuff forwards towards the toe. So this piece of a roll bar that's part of the heel, it moves first towards the toe, and then you've got this other piece that is actually the chair, and it moves up. And that's going to give you enough space in here to get your finger in and open up these two trapdoors. There you go. Both trapdoors open. Now, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and attach everything on these sides. So the two roll bars will actually connect to one another. And I don't know what I did wrong there, but that's weird. Okay, there it goes. All right. So we're just going to line up the roll bars and make sure they're connected. Move these pieces down a bit. Those are the seats, and we just want to make sure we got the roll bar connected, and we do now. Cool, all that is connected. Now let's go ahead and push the seats back up so they're out of the way. Now you have this opened up area for his legs. They're connected, everything's together, and now you're just going to fold at the knee, and we're going to collapse everything into itself. So just fold at the knee, fold it. Before I do that, I'm forgetting. Oh, I forgot to take this roll bar here. This roll bar that's around his midsection on his back area. It comes down his lower back, right below the siege ports. You can find it there. Go ahead and move it upwards. Don't want to forget that before pushing this guy together. Yeah, that would be silly. Okay, now let's go ahead and fold. Oh, I already screwed it up. Let's go ahead and push those things back together and fold you down. Fold it down, fold it down. There it goes, all the way down. Cool. Now, we're going to have a little problems with the hands real quick. The arms are not going to like this, but there's a peg at the end of the hand, at the end of the arm, right around where the hand is. You can feel it. It's nice and flat shape all the way around like an L, and then at the crook of the L, or just at the short end of the L, there is a post. And that post is going to fit in a post hole, that is over here. And there we go. going to position the posts in those holes, and then we're going to squeeze him together just a little bit of squeezing him together. All right, so we get that one lined up in its post hole. Come on, come on, that's your hole, and that's your home, that's your home hole. There you go, there you go. Now let's go ahead and connect the roll bars together. Go ahead and move this roll bar up a bit more. There we go. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and push the seats down just a smidge, make sure they're lined up. So we're going to move the roll bars and make sure the roll bar is connected all the way around. Nice little roll bar. I do like how that transforms everywhere. And then you're just going to shove it together slightly. And if you've done everything correctly, and I hope you have, and I hope I have, you should have a really nice working dune buggy. It's just that simple. It's not a very hard transformation, but we forgot one last step. Now, this was the one that I didn't know about when I did my box opening video. So, on the gun, we can feel that on one side it feels like a gun, and on the other side it feels like it's some sort of bumper, front bumper. And if you feel in here near this siege peg, you can get there's two tiny rectangular slots. And if you feel at the front end of this vehicle mode, you can find that there's two tiny rectangular teeth just kind of hanging out. Now we're going to line those slots up with those teeth, and we're going to push it together. And this actually really helps out with the transformation because it does add an additional support for the legs to stay together. I think it's really cool. And I think this is one very unique weapon storage. I wish they would do this more with weapon storage, but sometimes it doesn't want to actually fit into place. So you have to work at it a little bit. It can be finicky, and it doesn't care about you, but you can do it. And once you got it in there, ooh, it's in there. Oh, and I popped it out again. It comes out pretty easy though. But once you get it in there, where'd it go? All right, let's try again. Okay, so once you get it in there, let's get it in there this time, and not have it like randomly pop out at me. Come on, there you go. You got to give it a little love. But once you give it the love it needs, it sits down there and it looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of a gun barrel hanging out of one end of it. I think they could have done a little transformation trick there. Maybe had the gun barrel fold in or something. But where's the parakeet? Here's the parakeet. Finally, we're going to come behind the roll bars. Sadly, they did not include a post on the roll bars, which I'm a little upset by. There's not really a post anywhere. They would used to have those little blast effect posts that you could plug blast effects into, and that's what this parakeet here would plug into. They overlooked putting one on his vehicle mode, and that's a shame because there's not really a place to put the parakeet when he's in vehicle mode. There's no sort of post anywhere, and that would have been neat if there was just a post on the front end of the vehicle. The parakeet could just rest there. There was a post on the roll bar. The parakeet could just rest up there. The only place I found to really put the parakeet is back here in those 5mm ports, the siege ports that were on Beachcomber's back. And it is a little, you got to get it in there at a little cockeyed angle and push it down slightly. Don't bother trying to push it in there too much. You don't want to break the parakeet. But you can get it in there slightly, and it's not going to fall out whenever you do anything rough with it. But sitting on a shelf, it's going to look quite nice like that. And I think that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video and the show. Please, like I said before, like, share, and subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind checking out any of my other videos, I have a More Than Meets the Eye on his robot mode, and tomorrow we're going to do a More Than Meets the Eye video on his vehicle mode. And of course, this Friday we're going to cover the letter Q. The letter Q, that one thing that really annoyed Picard. Until next Prime, bye-bye for now.